All right, Accordion Cool, here we go again. The sign says Coach Dave, so I guess that's me. And if you are a frequent watcher or listener, you may have noticed something a little different. Yes, yes! My Sano accordion has returned. It has been outfitted. You see this little thing on the grill, right? Outfitted with all kinds of great, wonderful sounds, which I have no idea how to get out of it. So that's the learning curve for a while. So, but it's still got the nice accordion sound. And my other little accordion that I have was very nice, but this is just a solid instrument, and I'm glad that it's home. It did enjoy its visit to Florida, though. It's been there since October, but here we go. All right, now that first song, like I mentioned last time, we are back in the alphabet again, still on letter A songs. There's a lot of songs start with letter A, so that first song for this week's letter A's, of course, Around the World. Around the World, actually, in 80 Days, was a movie from 1956 about a fellow. I always remembered his name, Phineas T. Fogg. And he floated around the world in a hot air balloon. I kind of don't think that's possible, especially not back, I think it was set in the 1800s sometime. But that song was originally written as a waltz, but you know Coach Dave and the waltzes, they're nice and they're dainty, but not the way we play. Now, that was the theme song from the movie. It also had words and lyrics. However, in the movie, it was just done instrumentally. But it does have, and most of the biggest hits the people that did it, it was with the words and lyrics. So, but that's it, Around the World. Now this next song from 1920, and it was a Cuban song, I think. Anyway, a Latin song, anyway, and it was the words were translated to English in 1932. And I don't think I've ever played this tune on the show before. What a miracle! Little tune, little Latin thing called Amapola. Here we go. Amapola, my pretty little poppy, which does conjure up all kinds of, shall we say, things that we shouldn't be talking about, poppies and poppies. Well, you know what I mean. All right, well, our next tune was written by a fellow named Don McLean. Now, for you folks that might remember the 50s and 60s and 70s, Don McLean. Now, who was Don McLean, you might say? Well, if you think back, he went down by the levee and ate a pie, I don't know, so some kind of an American pie or something. Had a big, big hit down by the levee. Well, he wrote this next tune. And it was 1973, a fellow named Perry Como. You all remember Perry Como? Perry Como was one of the crooners, you know, back in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s. And I guess this one, he had a big hit, obviously, on this song, and I guess this was pretty much the last big hit that he ever had. But it's a pretty ballad, and it's called "And," there's the A, "And I Love You So." So let's see if we can figure out what it sounds like. And I Love You So, Perry Como, written by Don McLean. I don't know if he wrote it when he was down eating pie at the levee or not, but he wrote it sometime. Well, this next song, I must have played on the show, probably several times, I don't know. But it was written by Jerome Kern and Oscar Hammerstein. And I guess it was from a show, but one of those deals, you know, the show folded, but fortunately the song did not. I think this, maybe it's not my most favorite song, but it's definitely in the top 3, and it's called All the Things You Are. Now back, it was in let's call it 1937, I believe. Now back then, a lot of songs were written with a little verse at the beginning, like Bill Bailey. Why did you come? They tells you why Bill Bailey, she wants him home, stuff like that. Well, the verse kind of, it's simple, but it should be spoken or sung, neither of which I do well. So we're just going to go right to the song, All the Things You Are. Here we go. All the things you are. That's why we got divorced. No. All right. Great tune. I love that tune for some. Actually, I think it was meant to be played pretty much as a ballad, but you've heard me mention many times a great Art Van Dam who started this whole jazz accordion nonsense. And he has this song on 2 or 3 of his albums, and it's up-tempo all the way through. So I figure, well, let's combine the two just a little bit. So the next song is called After You've Gone, from 1918. Now, I don't know a lot about this song. I don't think it was from a show or anything. I think just 1 or 2 guys got together and said, hey, let's write a tune, and this is what they came up with. It's a little tune called After, not during, but after you've gone. Here we go. After you've gone, like I said, I'm not sure, pretty sure actually that it didn't come from a show or a play or anything like that back in 1918. Of course, back then that was just at the beginning of what they called the Jazz Age in the Roaring '20s, and so they were writing a lot of tunes like that, up-tempo, jazzy type thing. So that was probably around the beginning of that little 1920s era, you know, 5'2", Charleston. You were all there, right? Well, I wasn't either. It's not quite that bad, but you know, Tin Pan Alley, that whole thing. So, well, we're getting down close to the end of our time today. Now, I know I've done this tune on the show before, and actually it has a cool history, shall we say. Now, I've played this tune, I would say, off and on for the past number of years. And yeah, I never really liked it that much, and it was generally done as a ballad or something, you know, not real fast. And all of a sudden, the jazz guys got a hold of this tune, and boom, it just blew it right out of the water. And it's from 1945, and it's actually a French song, and it came from France, got its little passport, you know, and it got here. And so when the song came here, the people liked this, so they said, well, let's see if we can translate it. Well, if they translated it word for word verbally, the translation came out Dead Trees. We said, well, we can't really do a song called Dead Tree. Well, we could, but so they just, you know, changed it around a little bit and wrote some new words and lyrics, and it's called Autumn Leaves. So here we go. Autumn Leaves, little jazzy thing, so let's see what happens. Autumn Leaves, Autumn Leaves. And like I said, now I play that song just about every live show I do, because you can kind of get into it. And for some reason, it fits nicely right in part of the instrument where all the notes are, and it works out very well, so you can do it up tempo and not have too many mistakes, but whatever. So anyway, that's our show for today, and we thank you as usual all for watching, listening, whatever you do with us. And as you know, what I'm going to say, bring those young'uns in. They don't hear tunes like Dead Trees. Well, I probably do hear a tune called Dead Trees or worse nowadays, but let them hear this music again, not because this old fool's playing it, but just because of the great songs and the great tunes they are. And of course, as usual, a great thank you to Austin Ricketts behind the glass. And I didn't drive him too crazy today, I don't think, but because I think we tried a couple of little different things, and of course I got this accordion with all the new gizmos. Well, wait till next week, Austin. Oh boy, am I gonna? Oh yeah, I'll have some of the other sounds, and then he'll run screaming out of the building. So once again, Coach Dave, thanks for watching. Let's go home with, oh, I know, a little more Dead Trees.